Hello, hello, hello. It's 5 o'clock New York time. We're streaming on the World Wide Web. And welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. We've been doing this for over 20 years, by the way. And we seem to be like the Wipeout Center. Now, I had a lot of news stories today. And those of you with marketing as a commentary know we were all over the map. I had a full head of steam, by the way. And, with Donald Trump's publicity stunts galore, I mean, he's having one hell of a showdown. He absolutely has got himself a trade war because, why is he not hearing much about Mueller anymore, huh? And his detractors are kind of disappearing. And then he's got himself the Kim Jong nunchucks with the letter. You think it was a golden letter? Do you think it was like on fine rice paper? Oh, my God, handwritten with a gold seal? I'll tell you what, if I was going to bring that letter to him, that thing would have all these kind of seals on there, little things and gold beads, and it'd look like something from a king from the olden days, Your Royal Highness requests your assistance. So Donald Trump's going to get his Peace Prize. He's going to get the Kim Jong nunchuck jerk around, and how you going to make Kim Jong nunchuck great again. Imagine you get a dictator that's been basically one of the cruelest leader of our time, okay? I mean, this is a man, you talk about human rights violations. We just sell our soul, don't we, to these people? We will regret Kim Jong nunchucks when it's over with, when somebody's glowing in the dark in some major U.S. city. That day's coming, my friends. But anyway, that's what we do. We get to the bottom of things. Now, I was thinking about what I want to talk to you about. I mean, I had a lot of stories, as you know, and a lot of good ones. We were talking about, the trade barriers, the trade war. That's a major story. We're talking about, oh, my God, this Kim Jong nunchucks. We have got, just all kinds of things going on. We got, the Republican Party's coming out against this thing. He's using, by the way, Bad Booga. He's using his trade authority to protect the United States interests. So it's a matter of national security that they got to charge you money on your BMW that comes in America. Never know if that might be used as an attack vehicle. And then we had a story about Deutsche Bank that is going broke, and they insist their financial strength is beyond doubt. When I hear that shit, I'm telling you, this is a dread broke piece of shit like you wouldn't believe. I've told you, when I saw that derivative money to capital leaving the shit, I thought, well, what bullshit is this? Nobody said anything. If you remember, we published a story. In fact, I published the balance sheet, if you recall, back then. And then you got Mariano Rajoy. What an asshole he is, from Spain. He actually put the Guardia Civil, who basically are Nazi stormtroopers, Spanish style, and had to stomp the shit out of people. The story has not been told what they did. And then they got the Volcker rule being eased, so banks can do proprietary trading. Do you know how much money you make when bankers are trading? Oh, shit. They are the biggest stupid-ass traders of them all. You believe what bullshit they'll buy into. It is absolutely. So we have all these stories, Corker's disavowing Donald Trump, and everybody's really pissed about this trade shit. Paul Ryan said it's wrong, and the trade war is about our enemy. And we got Chamber of Commerce saying it's going to cost millions of jobs. In fact, I would put the figure more like 10 million. Then I gave you the unemployment report where I told you about how they're making America great again because we got our population and jail guys, replacing the guys that swam across the Mojados from the Rio Grande. Donald Trump doesn't want an investigation of the DNC hack. Wonder why, Donald? Uh-oh. Did you do something naughty again? Uh-oh. So then we told you, listen, you wouldn't believe the malls that are going down. Oh, my God. Sears is closing down. The anchor tenants are leaving. So I was trying to choose between those stories. And there was one little obscure story about a Cleveland Fed's Mester. She's hot. I really like her. Ever since, I lost, the last Fed chief. She was cool. I had a fantasy about her. I really did. Really, really, really. And Lagarde, they're kind of cut from the same ilk. And then there was Abby Josie Cohen. Oh, Abby! We don't hear Abby anymore. She works for a big investment bank she gave me some great quotes like, gold is the barbaric relic of the past. That's when we bought the shit out of it, $280. Oh, Abby, I love you. So I have this fantasy about Abby and Lagarde. And then they all left the public scene. You know what I'm trying to say? Got married or got boyfriends or got girlfriends or whatever they do. And then, oh, my God, Mester came in life, and she says the Italian turmoil and flattening yield curve haven't changed her interest rate view. I thought, oh, honey, baby, I love you. Yes. No, go. Oh, wow, what a hot babe. I love when they talk dirty finance to me. You know what I'm trying to say? And I have to admit that, sometimes I have trouble with some of these Treasury people and, Federal Reserve people, chairmen, chair ladies. And I get upset and I throw things at the TV. And, it's kind of... I know I have to have some anger management. I'm working on it. But anyway, what happened was the story that is really the story about all this, there's nothing to do with it. I mean, you have to be an idiot not to see the malls closing down. I mean, you have to be a retard not to understand that people aren't going to be in offices anymore. And, the rich are wiping out. Real estate's another damn bubble. You talk to the ER lady, she's packing her bullshit. So all of a sudden I thought, well, and Rayo, getting his ass kicked out of Spain. And then I'll tell you, the Italian government's coming apart, right? We did that story for you. And that ain't over with. You got the Latin American debt crisis coming in bigger than ever. You got Spain, Italy, France. Don't forget Greece still there, and Portugal, little old Portugal right over there in the corner. I mean, you're a screwed up country when, you got the ocean on one side and Spain on the other. Talk about between the devil and the deep blue sea. Oh, shit. So they got to be real quiet about that stuff. Really, I like Portugal. I spent a lot of time there. I don't know that you would want to go there to shelter down, by the way, but it's an interesting country. Anyway, the story is that all this shit leads to one big thing. Let's make lots of freaking money. I mean, really, why are we getting out of bed in the morning? I mean, we're doing what we do, right? Well, because we got so many freaking idiots, and Donald Trump starting trade wars with our allies. That's really smart. And these kids, listen to this. Is the irony not wasted on you? Donald Trump gets countries that we maintain surpluses with, and he shits all over them. People are involved in our defense, people that really have had our back, like Canada, really. Couldn't ask for a better neighbor than the North. I mean, Mexico's a little dicey, but still, you got to live with them, right? And they've got some real problems with the poverty, right? So, we fought a couple wars with them, so you like to be friendly with your neighbors, And then you got the Europeans. Well, shit, how many millions died to get them free again, right? I mean, we really invested a lot, and we're pissing on them. So now we go ahead and we got some asshole, Kim Jong-Chuk's, a mass murderer. One of the mass murderers of our time. And it's like we're kidding. Oh, Kim Jong-Chuk, you're so great. Come meet with me. I mean, he treated everybody else that came there, Chancellor of Germany. She's another hot babe. I like her, too, yeah. So anyway, she's part of my fantasy with all those other power. I love power women, really cool. Anyway, I'll talk to my therapist about it. Make an appointment. Have you heard about this online therapy? Wow. I think they take Visa card or Master, by the way. So anyway, the thing goes like this. We got the French. I mean, they fought wars with us. All these people backed us in some stupid shit stuff we've done around the world, okay? Unflinching allies, okay? France. So what are we doing? We're pissing on them. England? I mean, holy shit. Canada? And who are we cozying up to? The Chinese? The Chinese. The freaking Chinese. And then Kim Jong-Chuk with his golden letter and all this shit. They receive him like visiting royalty. When the leaders came from we pissed on the Mexicans, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. I thought, no, it's not. This is not bad. This is good. Why? Well, we're trading the shit out of this thing and using a lot of enhanced tools. Oh, my God. Oil markets collapsing. S&P's had some great swoons. And they ratchet it back up so you can get it again. I mean, how kind is that? You got the dollar soaring and, the euro and the pound crashing. I mean, what a great trade. You got the oil market. Oh, I love it. Who loves you, baby, right? Gold and silver just goes up, gets the suckers in, goes down. They're even discoining Bitcoin again, so that if you guys have been holding off, it's time to get back in again. Oh, my God. What life is. So now we got the best thing of all. We got the Federal Reserve Board with a new chairman who's working overtime to make you rich. I mean, they are absolutely going to go forego and mow. And they're going to do 4 this year, and they're going to do 3 next year. And they're going to say, well, we're not sure, but listen, they're going to do it. You watch, we got a June meeting. Oh, my God, June 13th. I marked it on my calendar. I mean, I got stars around it going, yes, go, ho, go, row, blow, oh, yo, yo. I'm going to become a rap star, yeah. Anyway, so we got the Fed raising rates to make sure we get into recession. They got to get those zero coupon bonds in double-digit negative because, oh, man, that'd be so cool. I mean, the reason why you got to buy U.S. debt, because you basically got negative interest rates in Germany right now, okay? It's like, oh, whoa. So what do you do with Germany? Germany has a lot of money there, and then you got that Deutsche Bank. Let me tell you, the Germans know it's time to get the hell out of Dodge because that baby's going down, and you don't want to put any money in that. Stagecoach Bank, well, just kind of imagine that Stagecoach with that box on top. You know the money box they have on the thing where the guy's riding shotgun and shit full of your money and riding off into the sunset saying, buy my money, bye-bye. Another bank going down. Oh, man. Lehman all over again, and then you got the Deutsche Virgin Lehman. Oh, this is too good. This is too cool. I mean, how cool is this? They're going to wipe out, give you lots of money. You got to appreciate that. So that is my whole Radio Free Wall Street about. You got Donald Trump starting these dumb-ass trade wars, going to lose millions of jobs. Now, you see, I understand. I understand that Donald Trump got the jobs going. I mean, I guess they told you about that, right, today? Yep. If you're a convicted felon without a high school education, no skills, kind of a drug guy, out of jail, sell Black Sea with Bubba, all that prison gang violence. Now you're out of jail. Well, guess what? You can go to the local neighborhood pizza place to get a job, and then you can deliver pizza to people's houses and say, oh, there's the lock on the door. They go, well, excuse me, do you have any valuables? I mean, your house is safe, right? Do you know? No, I didn't mean valuables. I mean, Oh, the kiddies are here. Oh, can you see that? And then you got black unemployment rate, the lowest ever, right? And that's on the basis of blacks taking the job of the people who are not swimming the Rio Grande anymore because Donald's getting on that. So that means Kentucky Fried will, the good thing about it is, well, at least the guy that comes to cut your grass and the guy at the little deli store down the road there and dealing with this stuff will speak English now. I mean, that's a big advantage. And for them, it's like they're getting kicked off the welfare rolls, and now they can get minimum wage jobs they can't live on and make them more desperate, more angry than ever. Makes a lot of sense, going to bring down the economy. And then the guys are going, show me the robot, please. Oh, the robot doesn't, robot didn't need a sick time? Okay, the robot's not taking workers' comp because he burned his hand, I see. And if I made a joke that was racially impolite or improper, I'm not going to get sued? Huh. I can pinch the robot's ass and it's okay? I can beat him to death with a hammer. There'll be no police investigation. I want a robot now. So basically what's happening is this crazy shit on the employment report. Right, remember, third work week is 35 hours. See, $40 a week is the standard work week. So that means a whole lot of people. That's an average. See, AVER. Algo guy. Yeah, how's that average work now? Oh, you divide it. You divide it. He said, I got it, Algo. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I got the Algo guy right here. He's been tracking the markets for me. So anyway, Algo guy says that if we're averaging 35, that means the mean must be much lower. I don't know what that mean is unless that means like they're going to be bad and kick your ass because they're mean people. But he says the mean's much lower. And that means that we're going to get to robots really, really fast. I can tell you, trucking company guys are going like this, bring me the self-driving truck. Now, no more amphetamines, no more crank, no more Mel Haggard tapes endlessly playing in there. By the way, a guy was telling me from a big trucking company in the Midwest United States, he says, you know what? If it isn't a brand new truck, they don't even want to drive it. I mean, it's got to have the latest, furry thing in there and all that, doodadded thing in it. So maybe it's not. Where's my refrigerator? Where's my chef to cook me grits on the road? I mean, they're having a problem. Go, I want a robot truck so bad I can taste it. So watch how fast this job thing the job thing goes to hell, right? Because remember, these are the lowest paying jobs across all categories. These are the most lowest skilled workers getting employed. These are the most troubled people. These are very troubled souls. They haven't worked in a long time. Got out of prison. Learned all kinds of neat tricks there, how to screw the employee back. Imagine in prison these guys are pulling shit, right, where you got bars and you got guards and they lock up the knives and stuff. And, now you're like, oh, I'm going to have fun here now. Mark my words. So it's getting really ugly. So the story is, and the main story is, that all this shit means a depression, okay? I mean, I got Congressmen in the United States going, we don't want to do this shit. Republicans Uh-oh. So what's Donald Trump doing? I told you. It's just the reality. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the White House. And we're here in the Rose Garden for our latest production of the Donald Trump reality TV show. Donald, take the stage. Oh, Donald says that, isn't he great? And isn't America great? And he said, by the way, you want to hear one? I love this one. There's a big shitstorm. See, they let out the unemployment report to certain groups of people who are on the privilege list to get them ahead of time, right, including Donald Trump. And it's in an embargo. In other words, you're not allowed to release it. Now, in the day, I used to get that report, but like I'm on the bad boy list. Like, no, don't give it that somebody. No. I actually had somebody I know that got in trouble because they were trading with their friends at one of the investment banks on the unemployment report before it got pre-released. Yeah, that was really something. Guy got 5 years. I think they let him out a year, but he got 5 years on that thing. It was kind of amazing. Like, it's an unemployment report, and they weren't trading that good anyway. So anyway, so it was to show you that not everyone that gets a copy of the Wall Street Journal, like I give you 6 months ahead of time in the quote pages, knows how to make money with it. Yeah. That's been a lifelong experience. I told you about the oil market wiping. I told you about the dollar soaring. I told you about the stock market. Remember, I started counting. I said this is not going to last long. And I remember 180, 179. Remember that thing? Yeah. Within 180 days of a wipeout. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going to start the countdown again to the next wipeout, by the way. I hope you're there for it with advanced tools. But the bottom line story is this. One of the key things that guides my interest rates, and as you know, we had you lock in the 10 years at higher yields. And we showed you how to roll your portfolio where we're not making money, where now it's time to, and how to age your portfolio 2 years, and you hold it 2 years or 1 year, and you roll it over as the rates go higher and higher and higher, and go, thank you, Donald. Woo! Yep, and those people, oh, yeah, we got I love this one. How much will you need for retirement, okay? Well, you don't have enough, but if you go into third world shithole bonds, we'll be glad to sell you. That will wipe out, at least look on paper until the day of reckoning comes, and hopefully I won't be here when we got to call you and say, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jones, you have no retirement account because it was in freaking Argentina, you dumb shit, and Brazil. Oh. I was thinking, look, seriously, for the people that invested in Venezuela bonds, which I can tell you that the retirement firms put the shit out of them in. I remember when they bought that issue. And 100-year Argentina bonds and Brazilian stuff. I thought the least they could do is like, well, no, you don't have $500,000 anymore in your retirement account. But here's what we got. We got a tour, and we're going to put you on a cruise ship, and you're going to go down to Venezuela, and then you're going to go to Mexico, and you're going to go to Argentina. We'll take you down to Brazil, and you can visit your money because you ain't got it no more. It's the retirees visit your money retirement tour. I love it. Because then when they get back there, you get a little tent, and, you know, we reserved for you a place in the park here, and this is your own place where you pitch your tent. And here's your own mobile recycling center. And that's the shit that's going on. You saw what happened with Italy. The bank's got no money. Spain, they got no money. I was talking to a Spanish banker friend of mine, okay? He goes, I ain't opened that file, but there ain't nothing there. I'm just going to sit here and wait for the orders to come in. And when they come in, they go, how's everything? Fine. Thank you. Audit done. You passed. Yeah. And then Deutsche Bank. Oh, I love that one. Oh, yeah. Well, where's the capital on the $200 billion, asshole? Oh, well, you see, we did a restructuring, and it's basically guaranteed by the full faith and the creation of the capital of the bank. And we are overcapitalized, and ignore those claims. And we disagree with the rating agencies to keep rating us lower and lower and lower until we go to triple debt shit. I'm going to love that one. So we're having fun. I love this. So I want you to know the big story here is the Fed's going to raise rates and keep raising rates. The economy's going to keep going into recession. And those 250,000 felons and drug addicts that get a job there, please don't live in your house when they deliver the pizza, okay? Because, you know, they're going to look around and stuff, right? And yeah. And be careful with the wife when she's going, because, I mean, old ways die hard, okay? So what's happened is I'm so glad that we have prison unemployment rate the lowest ever. Black unemployment rate without high school education is mostly illiterate. And Spanish unemployment rate is the lowest ever. Why? Well, you stopped them from coming across the border, right? And now somebody's got to take those jobs. So, because remember, when they get the job, you don't count them as part of it. I mean, they're kind of mojado, right? But these other guys, yeah. And Donald Trump says, aren't we great? This is so cool. Did I mention to you that it's really cool? And I mentioned to you, I can't wait for the fun to begin. Oh, my God. So if you want to make a lot of freaking money, you got a stock market wipeout, you got a dollar soaring to the moon, you got a Europe debt crisis that won't quit, you got a president that's starting trade wars and pissing on our allies and making friends with mass murderers over time. I guess there's a certain affinity. Do you think Kim Yum Numchucks could offer Donald Trump, kind of like, come, them Russian hookers ain't got nothing on the North Korean ones, buddy. I could see that. I could see that, I mean, uh-oh. Yeah, it could be really ugly. Donald Trump goes, listen, after the election, and we got the Mueller investigation stopped, and we got, investigation over with, the boys and I, we can start having fun again, Kim Yum Numchuck says, I want to party with you, Donald. Could you see those two freaks partying together? Could you see the crazy shit they would dream up together? Uh-oh. Yeah, I could really see this being really ugly. So I'm having a ball. And then we got, I love that girl. She is hot. And we could sit there together and have, evenings together, analyzing reports and stuff. And I mean, I am so lucky. I think I found love again. I mean, you got to admit, Lagarde was kind of she was nasty, so. But this girl, she's talking about the Fed's raising rates and they don't give a shit about all this other crap. I mean, that's my kind of babe, honey babe, She understands what's going on. The Fed is raising rates. No matter how much bullshit Wall Street wants to blow, they're not. And they're going to keep raising rates, and they're going to throw this economy into a recession. Then Donald Trump's trade war is going to throw us into a depression. And it remains to be seen if he can fool enough people to get all of his Republican buddies. Here's how it goes. You want my support? No collusion, no collusion. Yes, Donald, no collusion, no collusion. Okay, we're voting for Donald, right? Okay, I love you. Okay, stand up. This is a really cool guy, and I love when they call people out of the audience and say, would you please stand up? And then they don't put the camera on him. I go, Donald, what's that all about? Did you tell the camera guy only focus on me? That's kind of nasty. I mean, or maybe they won't stand up. But anyway, Donald's on a roll, buddy. He's going to have ourselves a trade war with our allies. He's going to get Kim Yum Numchucks and give him money, and he's going to keep his nukes and use them on us. Mark my words. As long as he gets that peace prize and elected, that's all that counts. Oh, Donald, buddy, I love you. He's really the guy. I mean, the guy. Now, you got to understand that with somebody like Donald Trump, that's important. And it's all about the midterms and making sure you don't get your ass impeached. Oh, my God. Donald. Ivanka will be so embarrassed she couldn't go to cocktail parties. And Melania, well, we got problems with the separate bedrooms and all that, and so I can understand, where there's a little heat in the teepee, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to get very interesting as the Donald Trump show continues. He continues doing his crazy shit, and we're going to make a lot of freaking money, because remember, steel tariffs are paid by Americans, and that means prices go up. Steel tariffs and the trade war will cost American jobs. I mean, unless you got out of prison and you're hopelessly addicted on opioids and you can't pass the piss test, so now you can get hired for the job that the Latinos that were coming in here, Mojado, used to take, but they can't get here anymore. Donald, you are just so beautiful, buddy. I really, I want you to know I appreciate everything that Donald Trump's doing. You should too, okay? Now, let me tell you about this hot babe. She is really brilliant. And I admit it's not the Bank of New York Federal Reserve, but, you never know what can happen here. I mean, I like women being empowered in the workplace, and I think it's hot, really, I love it. So we got that whole thing happening, and I mean, and if you look at it, you got some, power LGBT people that are probably in the process, becoming empowered. So it's all going to work out, but listen to me. It is time to make some freaking money. It is time to understand the fantastic world we live in. Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, my God. Donald Trump, he started trading. You know what I think he did? I think he felt bad about being mean. And I think he decided, he says, listen, I'm going to start this trade war so that you guys can make lots of money. And I appreciate that. And then, listen, the Federal Reserve and took down the Volcker rule, and Congress, it's like, oh, if you're a small neighborhood $250 billion capital bank, of course you could trade for your own account in the market with your depositors' money when you wipe out. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is so cool. Because let me tell you, the dumbest trader in the world is somebody that does not have to book losses, can only book profits, trading with someone else's money, and gets bailed out when he's wrong. I mean, how does that work? Well, that's called you trade until you're broke. And the trades get dumber and dumber and dumber, and we make more and more money. Oh, how cool is that? Anyway, have a nice weekend. We're going to do, of course, market news and commentary in our normal times in Radio Free Wall Street. Postings will go up there when they go up there. And we're going to follow the saga. But all I got to say is, Donald, you aren't going to make America great again, but you're going to make Korea great again. Probably make China great again. And you start a trade war. So the jobs of Americans you've sworn to protect, you don't protect. Donald, you are my guy. Oh, buddy. I now understand. It's make Donald and its cronies great again and screw everyone else. A trade war against our partners that have been at war with us, have shed blood with us, have defended us, have been there for us, and they have been, and you piss on them. That's not smart. And you kiss your enemy's ass and you piss on your friends. That sounds like a Donald Trump deal, really, I mean, a man that colluded with the Russians and sold out his country obviously would have no qualms about doing it with the Chinese or the Koreans, okay? Frankly, I wouldn't even have a meeting with Kim Yum-Nunchuk. I said, Kim Yum-Nunchuk, we're coming in there with a team. We're not meeting with you, and arrange for your denuclearization, and that's it, end of story, and a regime change. Yeah, you have no... do you remember where, because of the atrocities, Donald Trump said he had no right to be a leader? Remember all that? Well, never mind. He was just joking. It was nothing personal, okay? Now Kim Yum-Nunchuk is getting most favored animal status. He is going to be allowed to be meeting with the President of the United States. He should be meeting with the War Crimes Council. He should be taken to the Hague, Netherlands, and hung by his neck. And this is one of the most vile people of our times. Funny how no one's saying that, right? I'm saying it. What a living piece of shit. You make a deal with him? Huh. Well, I guess that's how the world works. A really strange time. I mean, if you got a plastic explosive manufacturing company that issues peace prizes and issues them to, the plastic explosive belt inventor Yasser Arafat, I guess you can understand how the world is pretty upside down, caca-waka, dumb, wild kind of thing, right? But doesn't mean I have to go along with it, and it doesn't mean I have to agree with it, and it sure means I'm going to make a lot of money off it. So, listen to me. Bottom line is we're into a recession. The economy's slowing down. This trade deal is the worst deal ever. It will absolutely end up ugly. Kim Yum-Nunchuk is not giving up his nukes. Before it's over, I think he'll nuke somebody, maybe probably Japan, as he goes down a blaze of glory. That's the kind of nut you're dealing with there. And, all I can tell you is stock market's in a wipeout. It's in a bear market. Morgan Stanley has said so. If you get a time, go to Market News and Commentary. I'm publishing the stories that are very interesting here. Deutsche Bank. What'd you do with the capital, guys? No. They won't answer me. I've written the letters. I've written letters and shit like that to the board of directors. It's like, they won't talk to me. They won't let me on the conference call. I mean, what did I do? I mean, don't ask any embarrassing questions. Click goes the telephone. That's okay, you sumbitches. I'm telling you, the stone cold broke, going out of business, wipe out city. Couldn't happen to a nicer, nasty bunch of sons of pompous prick bitches. Let me tell you, they were trying to take over absolutely the derivative market. And, it didn't go so well. And now the ugly times are upon us. I love the ugly times. I don't know about you. And, Rayo, it is so cool that nasty animal to oppress and do the evil things he did to the Spanish people is gone. I am so glad to see him gone. And they humiliated. By the way, after they voted the no confidence vote and cleared him out, they were booing him on the stairs, okay? And I thought, how does it feel, you son of a bitch? And I'm talking about evil bastard, another evil one, okay? So let me tell you about the evil people. They have a little bit of time in the sun, but eventually the day of reckoning comes. Just like the stock market, you can bullshit the people and rally the thing and play all these games, trade wars, and sanctions against. And by the way, you want to hear something? You want to hear something about it? Let's suppose the sanctions were deserved. I would have done it. I would have negotiated with them. But they don't even deserve the sanctions. They are not the ones dumping steel. China is. And to show you, this is a Trump deal, right? I got a company that's dumping steel. I want to buy all I can of it. And all I can and all I can. And, it's like, so let me see, you want to bankrupt your country, and increase your debt to give me your steel at below market prices. And you want to hear the good part? Donald Trump says, no, we're going to make Americans pay a higher price for steel when we got the discount stuff from China. Now, I call that dumb shit, but that's the kind of world we live in. So, thank God we do. Listen, if there wasn't so many stupid people, and Donald Trump didn't come to power, didn't start these stupid trade wars, and we got the recession going, the Fed raising rates and all that, pulling back easy, there'd be no money to be made. There are millions sitting there on just dumb shit stuff. And now we let the other one here, a really good part, they're going to let the asshole bankers come in there and speculate for their own account without counting. By the way, they get away without using the bank capital, which means the depositors' money. Okay? And let me tell you, they've got to lose money. Oh, my God. Right when the market's about to wipe out, I mean, these guys are buy-side only people. Oh. I love the world we live in. I love all these stupid leaders. I am telling you, we are so lucky to be at this time. And then you got Donald Trump who doesn't know his ass from shit, doesn't know shit from Shinola. His ass, I mean, this is a guy that you really want. If you want to make America great again, that ain't the way to do it. And this isn't the guy. If you want to make a lot of money trading the wipeout, oh my God, Donald, I love you, Donald. Do you hear me? I love you, Donald. Thank you, Donald. More trade wars. Go with the world's biggest oppressors and let them bullshit you so you get a Nobel Peace Prize, so hopefully you win the midterm elections and don't get impeached. This is the greatest trading scenario I have ever seen.